here I am with Catalino. Hola, Catalino.
Hola.
In front of the well that's dried up right now. It has water in the deeper part. I can send some pictures in company with this. It's a deep well house, and it's next to the most beautiful farmland in the desert here. And right here in front of you, I'm standing about 12 feet above the riverbed that's dry right now. And from here to there, we need to build a rock wall, and then all over where you're looking at now used to be a lagoon. All of this here was up to just right there where my foot is, the water, with a dam right there of rocks and cement and rebar, and the river and the pond will fill all the way up. All this, you can walk here, and water of the pond will be here, and it'll be on this side. Water will fill up all through here up to that rock wall of the neighbor's land. So all this will be a pond about 12 feet deep for swimming, for fish, for children fish to swim, like Mateo, Caleb, Rebecca, and the children at the orphanage up there, and blessings untold in childbirth education and lactating education for those in desperate need around here. I've been meeting, and I said, I know somebody. She's the most wonderful lady in the world. And this is our neighbor's land. Up here is the property of the neighbor that I'm going to see tomorrow. She's a 62-year-old lady. Rosa, her name is, Rosa. And there used to be a dam here. See, they had one here, and for the community. So that's the line for the property to the orphanage. So our lady neighbor friend up here, she wants to meet me tomorrow because she has the main well of water that naturally bubbles from the earth. And so just a little ways up here is the public land where the watering hole is. And so this is a beautiful oasis of water hidden underneath the ground, like gold or gas. Gold in Newfoundland and Conception Bay, and gas in Chico. Here we have water. Chico has water too, but here is much more drought. It's sort of like Chico, only more drought. So we need engineer water experts to come and analyze this beautiful valley, river, creek along these private lands here in abject poverty, where they have a gold mine of resources, planting fruit trees, avocados, you name it, all year long. We need the water. So, Lord, send the water, send the engineers and the local businessmen and good-hearted politicians businessmen to invest and to help the community. In Jesus' name. So we'll head back to the upper end of the orphanage. I think the farm part of the orphanage, where the children right now, the boys are out with the hose clearing the coffee patch from weeds. Okay, look, this is where right now in the dry season it could be full of water, at least 3 or 4 feet, and with fish and being able to water some more plants and trees, and a place to enjoy life, to swim, and children to play and ride horses and pet bunnies and have dogs and cats and whatever animal you wish. A lion, if you wish, from the circus, a baby lion. So here is where this is where a small dam can be built up about 12 feet here from my feet, down about 12 feet to the riverbed, across to that bank over there, which is about 10, 20, 30 feet from here, and that will then backlog all the water in that area that we just came from. So there's the well again. That used to feed the orphanage above there, and now they have another well that's 400 feet deep for the water up there. So this one can be adapted to fit the coming water project here, to keep this tank full for times of drought when we have places to water the greenhouses. And see, this whole area, this is a riverbed here, it's just this, and it doesn't get really full because there's not a lot of rain, but with the rainy season and the natural birthing of water, which is right here now. You can see all the green. You just need to dig deep and in different areas. Find up above where I mentioned the neighbor. She has water bubbling out of the ground and goes into the public area as well. So it's a playground for Steve Fisher and his dreams and others like him with big hearts. So this is the coffee patch here, part of the coffee patch that needs more coffee and much more plantains and all kinds of fruit trees planted for shade for the coffee. So here are the couple of the kids from the street that have been raised here in the orphanage, and they have wonderful disciplined habits and respect for it's a beautiful place. And I don't know what this well is yet. This is where part of the river comes by here. Grass for the cows. So this can be turned into the most beautiful abbey that can imaginable. With wells here. I don't know if they still have water, but the Lord is up to good things here. And this is the berry patch again. Here's the blackberry patch, Hannah, where they've cut through the blackberry patch lanes, aisles, like we talked about in Chico. All the blackberries. All those blackberries in Chico, those patches down by the sewer ponds and down in the farm next door. You cut through lines of those giant areas and put these concrete posts, or in Chico, what's the most cheap is economical, and wires. And then this is higher than this for the gringos, so you guys up there, because you strike your head on it here. But this is for and you walk through tunnels of blackberries, or blackberry jam. So here they've cut through a blackberry patch and made a vineyard. And here they planted more here. Here's where they planted more blackberries. And as they grow, and they need to be tended to, there's only one guy working here. So orchard workers for blackberry vineyards and coffee trees, and planting between all these trees, other kinds of fruit trees, and there's a sandia, a watermelon, and mangoes, papayas, pink papaya, the smaller trees, because it's windy here, so they plant the smaller trees so the wind won't disturb them. So this is the blackberry patch. That goes into part of the coffee patch, and there's an area over there that can be all coffee, all that over there turn into coffee, and other kinds of fruit trees, watered like in an oasis in the desert. This is the desert here now. You can see everything is dry, bone dry for 6 months. And so I'll take you to another part of the farm. This is more coffee. You hear the children up there. They're just having some kind of event there in the orphanage. And I just talked with met the father and with my friend who lives on the property most of the time, Josue, Joshua, and he's the manager here, and we've become good friends, and the door's open for me to serve here with my pickup and a solar oven and a place to lay my head, and joy and an expectation that beautiful unfoldings with my family are here. Is going to be the place for the greenhouse. This can be the greenhouse here. This is where we build the greenhouse, right to this corner here. The greenhouse. The greenhouse. This tree is going to grow, so that one can be clipped. So I got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 yards by 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 13, 16, 17, 18, 20. So a greenhouse, wooden stakes. We'll make a high greenhouse, come up 12 feet, so we can grow tropical smaller trees. It'll grow like crazy. The sandias will grow like crazy here. Patch sandia, watermelon, and in this corner here we can have all, as we plan in another property, a nursery for tomato farms. So we can imagine here thousands of tomato plants in little plastic cubes, this square here being watered inside of a greenhouse, hot like the tropics, because we're up at 6,000 feet here now where the coffee grows. So we'll have a tropical greenhouse here full of things that we can't normally grow here and things to help with the neighbors to have tomatoes and a nursery for trees. We'll have a nursery one corner for trees and another for like some watermelons and other fruit that you find down below. That's very expensive to buy. And so yeah, so this is the potential here to have the greenhouse here, and I've already talked to our friends and they're open to that. Materials, that will cost about $2,500 for tooling and plastics, and we can cut trees from the forest to make it look real rustic, like an Abbey of Work of Prayer, someplace that a movie corporation will might want to make a scene from, maybe from the next Chronicle of Narnia, the last battle, or something like that. So, and this is our footbridge to go over to here's the riverbed. And again, see, in different areas, retaining waters can be designed for fish, and I mean, this is like a playground for work. And here's our tractor. This is our diesel tractor from China that digs the ground here, that clears the ground to plant the corn and the beans and whatever else, the nutrition, the children on the farm, and to give to neighbors in need. And it's beautiful. There's the riverbed. There's actually, is that water there? Is that damp? Well, this is all green, so there's moisture there. But the main source is upstream, where it's literally needs to be tapped and water project. So this is all farmland. We still need to plow this. There's a corn growing, and still got to get a handle on the whole parameter of the property. I think it's up to that concrete. I'm not sure, but that whole hillside can be filled with fruit trees. Filled with fruit trees. So, it's been a good day. We met again, meeting new friends, and just grateful for the positive things the Lord is doing. This is the plant I gave them, the kids. This is a watermelon plant, and it don't have any water. Oh, little plant. Okay, and then there's more land here that can be cleared and utilized. Back across the footbridge. Coming up to the greenhouse, where it's 70 degrees outside, and 105 or 10 inside, with big watermelons growing, and tomatoes blossoming, and the birds and the leaf cutter ants can't touch them. That's an issue, is the leaf cutter ants and the Sanate birds are like miniature crows. They're not too bad. So, we'll bring our little plant up here where we can get water. And little plant here. You wait here, little plant. Is that door locked on me? Yeah, my guitar is okay in there. Beautiful trees. The eyes to see. Roberto finally got my truck fixed. It was stolen. Slammed into a tree a month ago, so I've been without a truck. And this was severely bashed in here. And Roberto, this was all, the battery was, this hood was buckled up about a foot. So he just got it fixed 2 days ago. And Roberto, I found out, he has the exact kind of knife pains that I had in my stomach. And the doctors say he has cancer, and he eats GMO, corn, and I'm sorry, but that's the and he wasn't aware of that, and he eats chicken every day that's laced with hormones from the granja. He doesn't eat the natural chickens here, so he stopped eating that now, and he's starting to drink more water. And I'm hoping that we can get some grapefruit seed extract and some apple cider vinegar, like the Bragg's kind, sent down. There's a lot of people in need of that kind of natural medicine. So we need like 10 or 20, as much as can be sent, bottles of grapefruit seed extract and apple cider vinegar. And that's in glass bottles, but maybe someone can bring it down shortly, some friend. How do we go? Put this thing here. This is the bottom end of the orphanage, the top part. They're having a game of football now. Hi, buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Igual. Here's the football cancha. Caleb, Rebecca, Hannah, waiting for you. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo están? ¿Usted viene por dónde? Tegucigalpa. Está bueno. This is the bottom end of the orphanage, where it's a retreat center. Buenas tardes. Hola. Hola. This is the workshop over here with the wheelbarrows and the various farm equipment and the corn grinder. This is the meeting hall here. Buenas tardes. Días. And this is... ¿Ah? No, estoy con José. Un amigo con José. Josué. Con los niños. Estamos trabajando en cosas de agricultura y artes y inglés y artes para los niños. Proyectos de agua también, porque hay muchos pozos de agua aquí que necesitan desarrollo y cuencas. Dams made, so. Cuencas de agua. Cosas así. ¿Usted vive aquí?
No. Vengo con los jóvenes.
Sí. Está bueno. And aquí es, excuse me, permiso. Here is the house of retiros, casa de retiros, where guests come and serve, and a couple times a year. It's a lot of space here for teams to come, and there's a flower patch for Winnie. All the roses in front of the guest quarters. And here is again the meeting hall. We have meetings and classes and teaching English. I'll be teaching English in another hall up on the other top of the property with the boys from the orphanage. Buenas tardes. Bueno, buenos días, permiso. And this is where we had this is the kitchen here. The dining room. Bienvenidos. This is a commercial food kitchen over there where the kids come and cook. And last week I shown a video here of Medio Ambiental, the global mandates similar to the United Nations Millennium Development Goals. Actually comes from the same group that serve the world through the global body United Nations, and helping the community focus on taking care of the environment, which then birthed the idea to one of the residents, which is a pastor, Pastor Juana. She suggested we have a water pozo, a well, up the road here, which I found yesterday. And then the lady next door has the deeper water, natural springs on her property right next to it. So it seems to be all connected, and the Lord's finger on everything that has to do with children, orphans, and elderly, and providing food. Isaiah 58, the true fast. Stop fighting one another, love one another, and serve together. It's a good day. commercial kitchen. You can have a glance at that now. The boys are in there. Getting to there 20 minutes. I don't want to get too far. Buenas tardes. Buenos dias. We'll sign off.